if you're watching right now, you're watching the replay. So say hello and tell me where you're from. Okay, it looks like we're live. Turn down the volume so y'all don't have to hear me in a second. Okay, this is a good time to share if you want to share it with your friends. Good morning. Y'all say hello when you come on so I know everything's working good. So I know that you can hear me. Hi, Treva. And you can see everything okay. Deborah, how is that weather there in Florida? Hi, Cynthia. It's pretty here so far. I haven't been outside, but it's sunny. And I like that it's sunny. Okay, so if y'all want to share, we'll get started in just a second. Cynthia, are you doing okay today? I'm so glad you're on here. All right, so what I'm doing today is showing y'all how to do a luggage tag. And it is so simple. I mean, good morning, Marnette. Okay, good. Everything's looking good. That's what I need to hear. Yay. Anyway, so luggage tags are good for a lot of things. It doesn't have to just be for luggage. A backpack or a tote bag. I go to different conventions and all of our bags are the same because we get them when we get there. You know, they give us a bag with our entry fee. And they are all the same. So when you put it down, it's like, oh, which one's mine? So these are great to have for that kind of thing as well. What else? Can y'all think of other reasons to use luggage tags? I know that diaper bags are fun, and what a fun little gift to give for someone who just had a baby. Oops, because you know they're going to take them to the church nursery or to daycare or to stay at a friend's house, and it's just nice to label their things. Can y'all think of what other reasons? I mean, those are the basics that I can think of right now. And the supplies that you're going to need, I added the link at the top because a lot of people are like, they think I gotta know where to get this right now. So it's up there. It'll be up there, so you don't have to worry about looking for it later. But here is what I used. Luggage tag with loop. And this just happens to be the brand. There's different brands. This is Swing Line. This is the one I left the link for because it's nice to see exactly what I used. But I know you can find these, I think, at office stores, maybe Walmart. I'm not sure. Sometimes when I go looking for specific things like that, they don't have it in stock or something, but the office stores usually have them. If you want to buy on Amazon, it's one click up there, and that's it. I think it's prime shipping too. There's 5 of these, and I think it's only like $7. Pretty inexpensive. This you do not have to have a machine for. There are some that, be careful when you buy them. Good morning, Shelby from New Mexico. I love New Mexico. When you are looking for when you're looking for these, you make sure to get the right thing. This is laminating pouches. That means it's self-laminating, and then no machine required. Whereas some of you may have a laminator, and you can get them that you laminate yourself. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Comes with these pieces, which I'm actually not going to use because I'm adding my own ribbon. And then I'll just put those to the side. And then it comes with these. These are the little pouches. Okay. So I did that, purchased that. And then I had to decide what I was going to do with it. And I decided well, first of all, these aren't super thick, you know. And so I thought, well, hi, Dorothy from Minnesota. Welcome. Good morning. I was thinking I want some paper that's kind of thick because I want it to be more durable, you know. And so I just grabbed some watercolor paper because I knew I was going to be using some watercolor pens, but also because it's thicker. Never knew about self-sealing. Yes, 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 self-sealing. That's the only way to go when you don't have a laminating machine, right? I've never invested in one. I have friends that have them. I don't think they're that expensive, but it's one more piece of equipment I don't have a space for. Okay, so what I did was I thought, okay, I need to make sure there's plenty of room for sealing around the edges. So if you cut your piece of paper too big, if you use this as your template, it's going to be way too big. So I started playing with it, and I came up with, I like this size because it's just enough to pinch around the sides and have enough to where it seals good. Does that make any sense? I sure hope. I hope I'm making sense. So this piece of paper is 2.5 by 3.5. And that is the size that I'm going to cut here. I'm going to be using this a lot today. This is a friction erasable pen. Some people don't know how to work them. If you get this style, you press down right here, and the eraser's up here. Okay. So this paper I got from Tuesday Morning, which I have not seen anything like this lately. They're blank postcards. I like them because they're handy and they're already cut short and they're not like a big piece of paper, but I'm not sure if you can still find them, but I really like the size. So I'm just gonna basically trace around this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut this out. Good morning. If y'all haven't said hi, say hello. The only purpose in using this erasable pen now is just because it was handy, and if I got anything like these edges right here, if I wanted to erase that or use my heat gun, I could just get rid of it real quick. That pink, do you see the pink on the edge there? There we go. Okay. All right, that's not very pretty this side. Ugh. I normally use my cutting board, my cutter, paper trimmer, which does a lot better job than me trying to wing it. Good morning, Amy. Hi, Shantae. Shantae's got a grandbaby, and it's beautiful. I bet you're having the time of your life with that grandbaby. Okay. Okay, so here's what I did that I'm disappointed in. Okay, so that's why I do these, so I'll tell you what not to do. I did not do the back, and I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm like, what a waste. So I suggest either cutting out two pieces and, designing two pieces, putting them together, or do the front and the back before you seal it. So let's see if I can remember that before I seal it this time. Okay, so from here, I hope I'm not going too slow. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything. I decided what I was going to write on it, and then what kind of markers and stuff I was going to use. Well, I just got some new luggage, so I wanted to put my name on it. And you have to decide, do I want my address? Do I want everything on it? And I just decided on this side I would just put my name, because a lot of times it's just me looking for my luggage. When it's coming down, the luggage terminal thingy, I want to be able to, point mine out quickly. But if you want to put your information on there, I would just put it maybe really small, because if someone's really looking for you, they'll pay attention to detail. Or just maybe a number. I'd probably just put my cell number. So, in case your luggage gets lost. But a lot of times when it's lost, you have to call, they look for it, and you tell them what to look for. So, okay, there's that. There's the paper. What I'm going to use today is I'm going to use these Crafty Croc watercolor brush pens that have become my favorite. And I'm going to use those that add the color in there. I can use the black one for my name. It's a little bit harder to write with, so if you decide, and what I did, y'all, is I just always like to do some samples before I start, because it never turns out perfect the first time. So I always practice before I get on here, because if I don't, I'm going to make a big mistake. But I played with these different pens in the beginning. I wanted to see which one I had the easiest time writing with, that looked the best, that kind of thing. So this one in the middle, I did write using the black Crafty Croc, and I do like it. It's not as easy to control as some of the other ones, but I do like it. And then this one was my Tombow. I felt like it was, well, I didn't write really big, I guess, but well, that one works good too. Yeah, I like that too. I don't remember which one I used in my sample, honestly. So if you have the Tombow, Sharpie, my Sharpie's like as flat as it can get, but I like the way it wrote on here, so you could use that. And then I always love the control of the pen tails. So again, play with your marker, see what you like. This is a thinner, so what I would do with this is I might write my name with a bigger marker and then write underneath it with a smaller one if I wanted to write my last name or if I wanted to write my phone number, if that makes sense. Okay, so always practice first before you do anything. Same goes with the flowers and stuff. See, I practiced this and absolutely hated it. Can't believe I've been showing y'all that right now. I just want you to see that we all do that. Okay. This is the set of watercolor brush pens that I use. I picked my colors from here. There's a lot of, what I like is that there's a lot of different shades of the same color. So I pulled out 2 different pinks and 2 different greens out of here because I knew I was going to do the pink flowers and the green leaves. And they also included in here have 2 water brushes right here, and they're great for blending. And I already have one out somewhere with water in it. I'm trying to remember where it is that I can use for this too. Y'all have any questions so far? Any questions or comments? Concerns? I know you don't have any concerns. Okay, so right off the top, I love gadgets. I love not having to measure is what I really love. And so this is a Black & Decker, doesn't matter what brand, as long as you can get it to lay flat on your paper, laser level, okay? So what I do is I put this across here so I can just give myself some boundaries. So although this is more like bounce lettering where it went up and down, this just gives me something to go by. And I know that I don't have a straight line to go by to keep the paper straight, but you can put graph paper under it or whatever to get it straight. This is just for me, like I said, I need boundaries. What were the markers you were using again? This is the watercolor, these are the watercolor brush pens I'm going to use for color. The link at the top that I gave y'all is actually to my Amazon shop, and it has all the different products that I use on it. The very first thing, though, is I wanted to have it right up at the front was this, so you'd know how to get that. But then if you kind of scroll around a little bit, you'll see the Crafty Croc watercolor brush pens. So take a screenshot if you need to, so you can go back. Sometimes that helps. Here's a screenshot of that, too, in case you... Are those both on there? I'll give y'all a few seconds to take a picture. Okay. And then the level. And then this is the erasable pen. Oh, maybe you're asking about this. The erasable pen. Hey, Shelby. Oh. You bought my book to learn to letter and you're intimidated. You've got to start. Yes, there's no reason to be intimidating because, intimidated, I don't even know what I said, because everybody starts somewhere, and if you're worried about writing in the book, get some tracing paper, which I suggest anyway. I love using tracing paper for it. It protects your markers from fraying, and it also, it makes the pages usable over and over and over again. But the thing about it is the more that you practice, your hands, your muscle memory becomes used to it. And then the next thing you know, you're doing it by yourself. So don't be intimidated. It's so fun. It's therapeutic. You're going to love it. Just let go of all those anxious feelings. Okay, again, using my erasable pen. This is Friction. And I'm going to write. You could write anything you wanted. It could just be travel. It could be anything because you're just trying to locate your luggage or, you know. What could I write besides Christy? Well, let's see. Because right now I'm doing this wonderfully made theme, I think I'm just going to do that. It's pretty long, but still. Okay. What I'm trying to do is just consider the width. And see, I'm already too far over. So one of the tricks with this erasable pens, you can erase it or you can use a heat gun, and the heat gun will just magically make it disappear. Isn't that cool? Love it. Okay. And what's cool about this paper is it has two sides. It's just a lot of other paper, but that's funny. Okay. And so I'm just going to keep in mind, that looks like I can still kind of see that. I haven't had that happen. I'm going to go on the other side just to be careful because I don't want to have to start off like that. Okay. I'm going to do it smaller because I know this is a long word. And I'm kind of doing bounce letters, so I'm not writing on the line. I'm kind of going up and down, but I'm using it as kind of a reference guide. Does that make sense? Wonderfully. And no, I'm not like pressing down hard and making it perfect. I'm just giving myself something to go by. Okay, so there's that. Wonderfully made. And then I can do my vine. Let me start up here. And the vine is literally just a line, a squiggly line. And then you're going to do some little leaf shapes. I kind of make it like a heart. I think of a heart as I'm making them. Does that make sense? So I do. That's just my brain telling me, make a heart. So glad y'all are watching. Thank you for the hearts and the shares. Okay, so there's that. And so once I'm happy with it, which I haven't done, I'm going to do some flowers like that. And I may just go ahead and add those later instead of drawing them out. Okay, so got it in pencil. Got it with my erasable pen. And I'm ready to go. So I'm going to decide what marker I want to use. I think I'm going to use, because this is smaller than what I did with that, I'm going to use a smaller tip pen. This is a brush tip pen. It's called Pentel. It's a flexible tip. On here, you can't even read. It's Japanese. Some of them that I have say something, but that one doesn't. But it's Pentel. Again, at the top where there's a link, you can find them in there. They come in a set of, I think, 12. And you'll want one of every color, so hey. So I'm just going to trace this. It doesn't have to be perfect because I can erase it. And I am going heavy down with my downstrokes and light up with my upstrokes. And it's not a huge difference with this pen. You don't see a big difference in the two, but I like the way this looks. It's kind of an elegant looking pen. Wonderfully. And then you make sure you spell it right actually before you do it in pen. Y'all would tell me, right? Because that happens more than you know. Okay. How we doing? I think we got it. We got it. Now, if I want to, I could go back and do some heavier downstrokes. If I wanted to make these look heavier, I think I'm pretty happy with the size that they are, but know that you can always go back and add to that to make more of a difference in the lines. Okay, so actually what I did next, I'm looking for a pen that I should have had out before we started. Okay, I'm going to do my watercolor next because I want it to have time to dry for one. But also the pen I'm going to use on top of it, you want to make sure that it's dry so it doesn't dry out your pen. So I've got 2 different shades of pink, 2 different shades of green. I'm going to start with the lightest one first. And again, these are the Crafty Croc watercolor brush pens. So they actually have watercolor inside them already. And then it's got a brush tip like if you were to write with a paintbrush. And I'm going to do the green first. So I'm just going to loosely trace this. I am not worried about it being perfect. It's just a very loose look. Again, when I'm doing these leaves, I'm not worried. Now, I might be going a little faster than you should go. But for camera's sake, I always hate to leave you on here too long. I don't want you to get bored. And after I did this, I took the darker one and I just dabbed it on there just to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of different, give it some depth. Your eyes love depth. You see that I'm just kind of dotting inside of each leaf. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and erase the pencil. Those pencils, pen, come in different colors too. There we go. Magic, magic. Do y'all think that's as cool as I do? So now I've got to find my little tiny, tiny pen. And let me practice and make sure this one will work. No, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Got to do my flowers. So right now you see that I didn't draw the flowers. That's okay. You're just going to make circles, okay? Wherever you want them. I just kind of randomly place them. Some like not right across from each other, and then maybe a few right across from each other. Just kind of want to make it look balanced. I actually did not draw the vine in green to those, but you can. I just didn't. Now I'm looking for, let's see if I was organized and put this pen back up where it belongs. I highly doubt it, but it could be. So here is my fancy little keep stuff in place. Ooh, look, this is where I need, this is where I would keep it. Look, it's actually in its spot. That's a miracle. Okay, so why do I like Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens? Because they're amazing, for one. 2, because they're permanent and they don't bleed. So you can use them for Bible journaling. You can use them, in this case, over watercolor to where it doesn't, it's just permanent. Yeah, it's just permanent. This is a really thin one. I think they make a one that's a little bit thinner, which is an extra small. This is an F, which I like the extra small. It's my favorite. Let me make sure it's not in here. Yeah, my daughter and I went into another room and we're playing with my markers, and I have, I guess, left that one in another room. So let's practice and see how it looks. It's not as thin as that other one. What did I use? Must have used that XL. I mean XS. Y'all, that's gonna bother me. Can I go get it? Would y'all mind if I took a second and go find it? I'm trying to think of what I could let you look at while I'm doing that. Oh, I know what I can let you look at. You can look at this. This is our Be the Light Tribe. I'll be right back, but y'all can be reading about this and see if this is something that would interest you. Talk amongst yourselves. No, that was not, I didn't find it. I guess I took it. You have 2 friends interested in the tribe, Kristen. Yay, that's exciting. I know, I'm excited. It opens, I keep saying Tuesday, y'all. It opens on the 12th, which I think is Wednesday. So, anyway, it's the 12th, whenever the 12th is. Okay, sorry to leave y'all and not be able to find it. I'm going to have to make do, but I need like a package of that extra small. It's okay. It's okay. Move on. Move on. If you don't have the right tools, you can make something else work, right? Okay. So, that flyer I left up there was about Tribe, which is my membership group, which is an online group, and we meet on Facebook. It is, y'all, this is driving me crazy. It's not as thin as the other one, but that's okay. We'll pretend like we never saw the sample. And it is a monthly group. It's $29 a month. That's less than how much I charge for a class. So it's a good deal. And I have a guest artist come in, and we have an amazing group of women who are godly women, and we all encourage each other, pray for each other through, and share our love of crafting with one another. And we not only do lettering, we do all kinds of art techniques. We do, are y'all as disturbed as I am about this marker? I do printables where you can print out like scripture cards and stuff like that. Here's one of the projects we're going to do soon. We just decided last night or this morning we're going to do this in our group, which I'm excited about. I can't wait to tell y'all all the details on how to do that. Anyway, the cool thing about Tribe 2 is that you can cancel anytime if you need to. So it looks fine. Okay. Now I've got to make these roses. How am I going to make these roses look fine? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, you know what I didn't do? Oh, this is permanent, so I'll be okay. I'm just making like a swirl. Can y'all see that swirl? I know it's, the camera is, might not be low enough, which I don't think I can get it. Let me see if I can get a little bit lower. Might be dizzy for 1 second. There we go. A little bit lower. Okay. I don't know how clear the camera is either. It doesn't look super clear on my end. But I'm just doing little swirls. I can't believe you almost that you have 2 people interested in the tribe. That's so exciting. But really, it's, since you can cancel anytime, there's no big, huge commitment. I mean, you're not ever going to want to cancel because you're just going to love it so much. So I'm doing this actually before I add the stem to them. And so I'll go back now, and then I'll pull my little, I'll make my little stems here. I'm trying to be a big girl about this marker, but you can tell I'm not because I keep talking about it. Do y'all just have to have your certain tools? That's so true. I've never known about the 2 Bible studies without the lettering tribe. I'm so busy that I don't take time to investigate things like this. It's nice to be a part of a group of believers. Thank you, Shantae. I totally I totally agree, of course, but it's neat too because I mean y'all teach me so much, and what I learned the other day was how to be more organized, and that is such a gift. Thank you, Melissa. But she showed us different ways to be more organized, so I'm so thankful for that. Since this is a permanent marker, and again, this is the Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and I'm telling you, you need the whole set that has all the different sizes for different reasons. So since this one isn't as thin as I would have wanted it, when I do another project and I can't find this size, I will be so disappointed. So I like having the different sizes. So I'm just going to take this darker pink and go back and add some of it. And I'm really not thrilled that you can't see more of the pink, so I'm kind of going out of the lines on purpose to show more pink. And I'm going to actually go back with that other pink as well. Justify it all. Well, I love everybody in the group so much. Love them. And I love seeing them love each other. Justify your craft purchases. Oh, yeah, of course. Because, hey, just like that banner I just showed y'all, once you have the supplies, you can make that way cheaper than you could ever buy it in the store. But I said also, the first time you buy it, that may not be the case. So I don't know. Do y'all like that highlighting I did? I mean, the shadowing I did behind Christy. I'm not sure if I love that. I don't have to do it with this, but I could. But I am going to go ahead and do that border because I want to add some color up here to the top. And all I did with that is just took the Crafty Crock watercolor and did like this. Just rubbed it across the side. Just like that. So if anybody's on the fence about joining, tell us your concerns and we can address them. I think I'm going to take the darker one and go just right on the very, very edge. What should I do on the other side? The black thin pen, F-A-B-E-R. I know I probably had it covered up at the time. F-A-B-E-R, Faber-Castell. Take a picture if you want. It is the best. Honestly, I've had the watercolor pen since I signed up. I know. There are a little bit. At first, I was a little bit intimidated too, thinking, they're harder to control. But the more I've used them, I seriously, absolutely love them. Okay, can you see just a little hint of that darker on the edge? I didn't go crazy. I just added a little. If I wanted to take a water pen, I could run it across there as well and kind of blend these together. Okay, Kristen, that is your goal for this week. Get out those pens and give them a try. They're not as scary as they seem. Here, tomorrow night, I'm doing a class at Keeper Saw in Bullard, Texas, and they're going to get these with their purchase. They signed up. They get my book and these markers. I think they get the book. Wait, maybe they don't. Don't let me say that out loud. I mean, don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't remember if I'm printing some pages out or if the book comes with it. But it does say in the details on my website. Okay. Now, let me get that water. A verse. Yes, I could do that. I could do, yeah, that'd be cute. Okay, thanks, Brooke, for that idea. Okay, can someone look up the scripture reference for that? Wonderfully Made. I should know it by heart by now. Wait, never mind. See, I told you I'm putting it on everything. Look. There it is. And if you missed it earlier, this is what I was showing that my group is going to make in our private tribe. Okay, so this doesn't have any water in it. I'm going to put water in it real quick. I usually have this little bottle beside me. It makes it really easy to squirt it in because it's like a ketchup, like one of those squeeze bottles. But once again, Christy has dropped the ball and put it somewhere where she can't find it. Where's Melissa? Where's Melissa when I need her? So I'm going to make a mess right here. Put some of this in. All I'm doing is squeezing the water in. I just don't want y'all to see me make the huge mess that I'm about to make. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I got any in it either. It needs to have like a little funnel or something. Or put it under the sink. It works. Hang on. I might have another one already filled. It's probably in that little bag that has that other marker in it. I know I put some stuff in a little bag to take somewhere. Well, let's see. I have a bunch of them that I had before I bought those. Well, I don't know if that has any water in it. Oh, good. Y'all, the Crayola markers. Dee Dee was telling us that the Crayola markers are still on sale. They are from, oh, look what I'm going to do. This is brilliant. I'm so brilliant. I'm going to put it in the lid of this water bottle. Okay, so yesterday I was telling about, I love using just regular old Crayola markers for stuff. They really are pretty. So at Office Depot, or Office Max is where I shop, but if you go to officedepot.com, I don't think they have them on sale in person. Last time this happened, I went in there and they weren't on sale. But online they are. So you can buy them online and then, even if you're in the store, and then check out. And they have a limit of 4. Okay. I'm just going to dip the, whatever this is, water pen, and just kind of blend this out. See how much softer that got? Thanks, Dee Dee, for that reminder. Oreo, did you come in? Oreo just came in the room. She's my dachshund. My family calls her Chunky. I don't know why. Oh, we have stuff in the way of her bed. She's not happy about that. Okay, get over there. Hi, Apple. Go lay down. Anyway, she just bolts through the door and knocks it open. It's just like a human came through. I mean, she's human, don't get me wrong. Can't believe I almost called her a dog. Oreo, you're not a dog, are you? And then I have another one, Apple. Apple, come here. Come lay down. And she's a rescue. She's sweet. We think she's part dachshund. And just the sweetest dog I've ever had. I'm sorry, Oreo. I mean, you're good, but you're not as sweet. Apple will, like, cuddle with you, like snuggle. Okay. We ordered from Office Max. First, I Google Crayola markers and look for the dollar ones. $1 a pack up to 4 packs. Absolutely. And then, again, you can order them online or go in the store, but you probably have to pay shipping online, I would think. So if you have one that's convenient to you, I would just pop by. And you can order it now from home, or you can order it when you get there. As long as your Wi-Fi works in the store, you can get internet access in the store. Okay, did anybody say if I should do the shadowing on here? I think I will, just to show you what it looks like or how I did it. I'm not sure if I'm going to love it. So, I'm going to try to be as light as I can. This is watercolor paper. This is what I use. You can use anything. It's just what I happen to have at home. And I was telling everybody earlier that, welcome, by the way, if y'all just popped in. I'm Christy Darty, and I teach how to hand letter, and I'm showing how to do luggage tags today. But you can get them with any size paper. Just cut it down. And if y'all want to take a screenshot of this is the size, 2.5 by 3.5 of what I used. Okay. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing. Basically, it's on the right side of the letter. Unless you do, like, you're doing the underside. So shadowing, the light source is coming from a certain way, and you need to put your shadowing on underneath so it looks like it's has a shadow. Oh yeah, Dee Dee, because did you end up getting the watercolor pens? Oh yeah, Georgia, because they had both sizes on sale, didn't they? And see, I'm like that with shipping too. Some things you just got to pay for shipping. It's cheaper than driving into town or whatever, or just a lot more convenient. So I've gotten where I pay shipping more than I would have in the past. I thought you did, Dee Dee. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're getting to see how to use them too, because it's so much more than just writing. You can literally watercolor with them. Thank y'all for sharing. So we were talking about my tribe earlier. Anybody have questions about it? Some of our members have been in here talking about why they like it and what they get out of it. So you can ask them. No kidding, Georgia. I'm all about that. I call what I'm wearing my uniform. It's a dress I got on Amazon for like $18. It's cute to go out, but it's very comfortable to wear in. And it's my uniform. Okay, I'm going to make sure this is dry on the edges. I don't think it is because I wanted to do a little outline on it like I did with that. With my thin pen that I'm disgusted that I can't find right now. Y'all are saying, let it go, lady. Let it go. It looks fine. But I know what it could look like. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. If you sign up on the first day, you get this bag. Or one that looks like it. It's got the light bulb on it that I hand lettered these bulbs. And so I am rewarding the first people that sign up. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, just ask. They'll tell you. Is anybody on here that they know they're going to sign up for Tribe that you're not already in it? Or if you are in... I know, Kristen, I know the bag. Kind of jealous, I know. Registration will be at midnight. At midnight on the 12th. Oh, yes. If this the two of y'all are going to Rome, that is amazing. How fun. How fun. So midnight, like, yay, Dee Dee's gonna join us. I'm so excited. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the people. They make the whole experience. Okay. Okay, so now I like to always put like a little border around it. I'm gonna see how thin I can get this marker. Always have your scrap paper handy. Okay, so you can do any kind of border that you want to do on here. I think I'm going to do, I like to do just the loose line. Oh, thank you. I enjoyed the class too. I'm so glad you were there, and it is very, very therapeutic, and it's totally different than any other kind of crafting. I'm having people sign up and do this that have never done any kind of crafting before. And what's cool about the lettering is you don't even have to be able to do the fanciest lettering ever. You can actually, I'm going to give y'all, those of you who are in the tribe, I'm going to give y'all for that, where is it? Last night I did that live. Anyway, I had a template of the Wonderfully Made that you're going to be able to use if you'd rather do that than write your own. Okay, so I did this. I'm going to quickly do something on the back, and look what I did on the back, so y'all need to make sure that's not going to bother you. I guess I'll just write my name. Just write my name. I'm not going to do it in pencil, or I'm just going to go for it, so y'all don't have to watch me do the whole thing. get so used to writing your name that you can usually do it pretty centered. Then if I want to go back, I can add some downstrokes to make it thicker. Or you can just add the lines for decoration. We could color those in. Now this pen is water soluble, the right? Thank y'all for the hearts. I can't remember. Well, anyway, what I'm trying to say is if I color this in with watercolor, it's probably gonna bleed. So I'm scared to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. But to tie in more pink, I'm just gonna do like a line of pink across here. And I could do some little rosettes. Again, this is on a whim, so I told you I like to plan out what I'm doing ahead of time, and I do. So you can see why I do that. Just doing a swirl inside here. You know, when you're doing it, it looks like blobs, but once you get the finished product, a lot of times you don't look and see those like little mistakes or little details that you're not happy with. Okay, now I'm really tempted, y'all. I'm really tempted to go in there, but I think it's gonna bleed. But that way y'all can see. Y'all won't have to make the mistake. Let me just do it. And since I tell y'all to do stuff on scrap paper, how about I do that on scrap paper? It looks like it's gonna be okay. I think because it's not super wet, if I use like a water, ooh, that might be bleeding. That's okay. But it's fun to do. Thanks for the hearts. Y'all are awesome. Okay, so if you just tuned in, I'm just winging this, so it may not be the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but that's okay. We're still working on it. A friend of mine, Elizabeth, if you're still on here, she was telling me how art is like, it's like, I'm trying to think of how she phrased it in the beginning. It's like you start off looking like a kindergartner, and then you work through it, and then like right now it's kind of at the teenager phase. Well, it's getting better, where it's just, oh man, it's like looks all messed up. And then it starts to look more like the adult phase. So, and I totally get that, because it's true, there's always an ugly phase in there, just a ugly phase. So and something black outlined with a black marker makes it all tie in together. And I'm just doing some swirls, making it just simple. And I'm doing this on the back because my other one was blank and I was very disappointed. Hope my hand's not in the right. Did I say that right, Elizabeth? I probably didn't, but I think y'all get the idea. But it's, yeah, it just goes through its really ugly really awkward ugly stages. So, and maybe we'll put some dots here to add more interest to the eye. What a fun gift, an inexpensive gift this would be. Like I said, this is how, okay, let me justify like Shantae said. The first time you buy the markers, you buy the watercolor paper, you buy the tags, and yeah, you spent a little bit of money. Yeah, you spent more than it might cost for a bag tag, but the second time, it's almost free. And the third time, it's almost free. And when I say almost, I mean you're using your product, but still, you've already bought the supplies. So these are great to have on hand because, like I said, a baby gift, a graduation gift, and just to add it to a gift bag, you can hang it down on the gift bag. It looks super cute that way. Awkward stage in middle school. That is right. Awkward stage in middle school. I knew there was an awkward stage. Okay, so here we are. I really like my original better, but that's okay. I just showed y'all a different way to do it. And then it's okay to have your awkward stage and all this. Yes, and I'm so glad. I mean, like, I'm so glad Elizabeth told me what it was, the ugly phase, because it is. If someone tuned in the middle of this, they'd be like, that lady does not know what she's doing. But then if they come back, they're like, okay, okay. So a lot of people in the middle of their artwork that hasn't done art for long gives up, and they don't ever want to do it again. Okay, so here's the fun part, y'all, putting it together, and it's just going to be done. It's going to be done. Praying for you, Bonnie. It's always just a phase. That's right. Always just a phase. All right. So this is going to go here. Here's the other side. And what I'm going to do is just open this up. And again, these are the ones that are already, we'll do our self-laminating here. You won't have to have a laminator. And it's kind of hard to see with this background. Let me find something that's easier for y'all to see it on. Oh, this is what I'm going to do on Saturday. I changed the date, if y'all didn't notice. This is what I'm going to do on the iPad Saturday. I'm going to show y'all the doodles on this. And if you're in my tribe, you will get this as your printable this month. Does that show up better or worse? It's almost like I need a dark background. Let me find something. Let's try this. See if you can see it better. I think so. Okay, now. You like the second one best. Good. Well, good. That's fun. It's fun. Yay for doodles. So this is just the plain side. It's not sticky. I'm going to decide where I want it. I want to kind of, you know, mainly get it centered. But you know what? These would be great to give as gifts for your little, yes, for like any kind of trip that you're going on with somebody, or her mission trip. That would have been so cool. Well, you'll have to go on another mission trip. Or, you know, you would send it with them. Oh my gosh. Think about, this is so fun, that you're praying over the people on the mission team. You probably already thought this. I'm just verbalizing it. And then you put your prayer or whatever on the bag tag and send it with them. I love that. Okay, so I just start to barely undo this because I don't want to undo the whole thing right at first. And then I just start, can y'all see? Probably can't. I'm just going to start pressing down as I go. And then it's lined up and it will do perfectly. And then I make sure to get the edges really good. How easy, y'all. Is this not the easiest thing? Uh-oh, I've never had a bubble. And the one time I get a bubble, y'all are watching, but now you see, oh look, I think it came out. Okay, but you can see right here that it's not pressed down good, and so it's kind of nice to get your fingernail down in there, or maybe you could do a credit card or something and press it and get it really good and close to the edge of it, so it's it looks good for one, and then it is perfectly sealed. What do y'all think? And then here's the back side right there. And so I've got my tag to where I can put it on my luggage. And I'll go ahead and show you how to do this in case you don't have ribbon or don't want to put ribbon. And this is so easy. I know that was so easy. And all you do is just push this through here and you pull it. And it's ready to go on a bag. Just like that. If you want to step it up a little. Kimberly, I'm so glad you're here. You're fine. Work calls are no fun, are they? So I just had this ribbon and I thought it looked good with the green, especially since I have so much pink. And I tied this one like this, and this is the way I prefer to tie things. And I'm going to take this away because I think it shows up better on the white now. But that way you can just tie it on there like that. Okay, so if you want to tie it like this, I'll show you. I would say probably about maybe 20 inches or so. More than you think, because when you do this, it takes up some space. Okay, so I fold it in half like this. I know, so easy, so easy. Okay, and then I go up through the back side, or whichever side you call the front or back, and then Y'all, I'm just so in love with the idea, Marnette, of the mission trip. I love that. Now I made this pretty long, but that's okay. You can always trim it. And then I think it looks nice. And maybe it's kind of slips. I don't know if I haven't pulled it tight enough, or maybe you could tie a knot. I'm going to do it just to see if we like it or not. I'm thinking I'm not, but hey. You know, it doesn't really show. It kind of goes under that. Yeah, I think that's probably better. That way it won't slide down. And then you'll just tie it onto the luggage, and you want to make sure that the end is, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find something to tie it on. You want to make sure the ends are pretty. And you know how, do y'all know how to seal the ends? I should do that right now, but I don't think I have it handy. Hold up. Let me see if I do. I have stuff all around me if you can't hear. Well, darn, I can't find it. But a lot of you probably know, you just take, what I like to do is get a candle, light it, and then you just run this right by the candle, and it will seal it, and it won't fray. So, all right, what can I tie it on to show you? Let me find something. Oh, here we go. I know, baby shower diaper bag. Yes, somebody asked me to make one for a diaper bag, so I have done that for fun. Okay. So here's your, say, your luggage handle, and you just would tie it like you would normally tie something, you know? Just tie it like that. You do a bow. Or, wait, let me finish it, then I'll show you another way. So there's that. Or, if you want to take the ends, hope y'all can see me, and then you're gonna take both of them and tie them around, and this is why you want it really long, okay? And then pull it through like that. Hope this is long enough. And you'll take this and you'll put the whole, just like we tied it on the other side, you'll put it through here, and then you've got this opening. You want it really big so you can push this through. And then it hangs like that, so it can hang down. I hope that made sense. Do y'all need me to do that again? So it can hang down like that. Anybody need me to do that again, or y'all good with that? And this kind of thing, what I showed you today, or this is more like what I would do in our tribe, but I wanted to give you a taste of what it would be like to be in tribe. So I'm not going to take that off. Keep that on there. Okay, so there it is. Yay! And you may have other ways to tie stuff. Thank you. So anyway, that's it. You got it? Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so go ahead and mark your calendar for Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And if you can't come, you can come, you know, you can always replay it. I'm going to teach how to doodle on the iPad and letter on the iPad. And this will be kind of what I go by. And because we're doing a travel theme. And then tonight at 7 p.m., I believe it's Central Time. Elizabeth, are you still on here? Elizabeth is doing some glass art. So set your timer or your reminder. I have to put everything in my phone or like it won't exist. It's like, but Elizabeth, remind me, are you tonight at 7 o'clock? I know she is. Where's my paper? Yes, she is. Yay! Y'all got to see her work. It is amazing. Yes, Rhonda, it's so fun. It really is. So one last reminder, y'all, about my tribe. If you sign up the first 24 hours, you get this. This is something that we will be making soon in the tribe. And the brochure I have that talks about it is on my Facebook page at the very top if you scroll up. Yeah. Central Standard Time. 8 o'clock. I said 7, didn't I? And I know I'm in Central too, right? Don't ask me questions. I'm asking myself, but still. Okay, so if you're interested in the tribe, I know some of y'all already know about it and you're not interested, so bye. Thank you for coming. You don't have to sit through this, but a glass collage camper. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. If you want to know more about the tribe, this is, take a screenshot of this. And then you'll have it to look back at. But here's a lot of reasons of why you could hand letter. I talked about saving money on gifts, but y'all could actually make money if you work on your craft and you get it, you know, looking good and people start asking you about it. Oh, Josie, you don't have to be local to join the tribe. We're all online. We would love to have you. And then why join the tribe? Well, there's lots of reasons. To be spiritually challenged, I think, is really a good one. That's how I've learned scripture in the last 4 years, as I have hand lettered it, and it just stays on your heart, on your mind, and you can quote it. And when my pastor's speaking it, I can say it with him in my mind. So, but lots of prayers, positive, encouraging. It could be a new hobby for you, or just maybe you want to improve it. Take my money then. It starts on the 12th. You can the doors open on the 12th. So I have a tribe, and I already have people in my tribe, and they've been with me since the beginning, which has been 3, 6, 9, maybe 9 months? No, I don't know if it's been that long. But you're welcome, Treva. Yeah, see you tonight for the glass art. Anyway, but I got distracted. What was I saying? What was I saying? I've lost my mind. Oh, okay. To sign up. Did you see what you get for signing up the first 24 hours? Starts on the 12th at midnight, and that's when it opens. And yeah, if you have questions, let me know. And then what you get a welcome box your first month, and that is, like I said, that was for the first 24 hours. You're in a private Facebook group. It's at 8. Marnette, I was wrong. It was at 8 Central tonight. The iPad doodling is, I should have printed out that form. It's Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Okay. You get guest artists that come in, like Elizabeth that's going to do her glass art. She has come into my group. I've had lots of people come in. But anyway, it's all Jesus-centered, so forget all the rest. It's all Jesus-centered. If you want to focus on Jesus through art, creativity, and community, we would love to have you. And there's no commitment. I mean, I would love for you to commit to being part of the group, but I'm just saying, if you ever have to drop, it's drop anytime. You're not committed to your life. Although we want you to be in there for your lifetime, right? All right, guys, I'm super excited about what you're going to do with these bag tags. I can't wait to hear all about it. Post pictures. Y'all let me see. And if you're in the tribe, go ahead and post them on there. And love you guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed rest of the week.